Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. Well, we often talk about the blockchain when it comes to digital assets or financial technology solutions, but the tech is also impacting the gaming space in the form of Web3. And joining me now from Sydney, Australia is Robbie Ferguson, Immutable's co-founder and president. Robbie, thank you so much for joining this morning and talk to us about Immutable and how it is integrating in Web3.
Absolutely. Here at Immutable, we have a very simple mission, which is gaming is the largest digital entertainment category on the planet. It's bigger than music, movies, and TV combined. And 160 billion, 70% of all gaming revenues each year, are spent by players on in-game items, not the ability to play the game, and they have no ability to sell or trade those assets for real value. So we have a not so radical view, we think, that gamers should be able to own, sell, and trade those items as if they truly owned them. What we've built is a full-stack platform, including a blockchain, wallet, payment infrastructure, and rails for games to incredibly easily build a real money economy and use our tools to grow and engage their audience base from day one with a better ecosystem than what's possible in Web 2. We've raised a few $100 million from Temasek, Tencent, Coinbase, and more, and now we're laser focusing on how can we bring in the Web 2 gaming industry to use this technology.
I know Immutable recently partnered with Ubisoft, while Tokyo Beast, built on Immutable, was ranked #1 on the Japan App Store. How has your company been able to establish relationships with these gaming industry leaders?
I think the entire crypto space has changed so much in 6 months. You have the convergence of a few really significant trends. The first is a regulatory trend. We had, obviously, the Genius Stablecoin Act just a month ago. We have the upcoming market clarity sort of regulatory acts coming through. And I think this is giving people confidence to actually adopt technology in the space. The second thing we have is the user experience for end customers has finally gotten to the point where it's indistinguishable from what people use every day. We have a wallet where no one even knows what a private key is or what the underlying crypto infrastructure is. They're just signing up as an incredibly easy to use gaming identity infrastructure. And finally, we've gotten to the point where blockchain and scaling technology can actually support the throughput requirements of really mainstream applications. At the same time, a lot of our case studies in technology has gotten to the point where we have more Web 2 games than even Web 3 games now looking at using Immutable's technology to actually integrate, to make their customer acquisition costs cheaper, to improve LTV for their customers. So we have Netmarble, South Korea's largest mobile gaming studio by revenue, Ubisoft, Tokyo Beast, where they launched #1 in the Japan App Store. I think there's an incredible uptick in interest for this category from people who are sitting in Web 2 who previously couldn't do anything.
Now, I see you recently spoke at the Goldman Sachs APAC FinTech Conference. How do you see increasing institutional adoption in crypto impacting Web3 gaming?
I think it's going to be really interesting. I think if you look at what will be the demarcating trends of the next 2 years in crypto, it's going to be what categories actually have total addressable markets where the size is not going to be limited by the frontier nature of technology, where there is an actual narrative and product that people can tractably understand. It's not some crazy future use case. And gaming basically fits squarely in that zone. And the really interesting thing is that more users are going to onboard to crypto via games than any other category combined. This point of control is going to be at which gamers choose what stablecoins will they use, what wallets will they use, how do they even understand what crypto technology is. Fortnite has 4 times the monthly active users of all of crypto combined. And so everyone realizes there's going to be this enormous adoption by consumers of whatever platform can onboard games plus crypto at the same time.
Robbie Ferguson, Immutable's co-founder and president, joining us from Sydney. Robbie, thanks again.
Thanks for having me.